you like to use Android device as a spectrum view and scan list view real time without hooking your SDR to your phone, just through Wi-Fi in your home? In this tutorial, I will show you how to set up and run RTLion Server and RTLion application in your Android device. Hello everyone, this is Khanfar here. Today I want to show you a new project how to set up and running this useful tool. It's calling RTLion Framework. This tool you need to set up in your Ubuntu the server and using your Wi-Fi and installing the app from Play Store, RTLion application in your Android device, and via your Wi-Fi connection you can connect with your RTLion server from your phone, and you can scanning and you can discover the spectrum here, live spectrum view from your local Wi-Fi. And as you can see here, the RTLion Framework server is starting from my desktop PC under Ubuntu. My version is Ubuntu 18.04. So today, step by step, how to set up and install all dependencies and launching your server and installing an Android application and running it. And you can use a web browser from your desktop PC to connect to the main web view for the RTLion Framework. Okay, the RTLion Framework is a multi-purpose RTL-SDR Framework for RTL-2823 based DVB-T receivers. So it's a frequency scanner tool that will provide the FFT-based power and scanning with the frequency scanner and live spectrum view. As you can see, like here from your web browser, you can live spectrum view, or using the Android application. As you can see from here, this is my live Android application here. Okay, so this tool can be described as a framework due to implementation of the various features other than the frequency scanner, web interface preferred to the command line interface for facilitating the usage and supporting remote operating, and using tool Matplotlib used for creating a graph. So I will tell you how to install all dependencies in your system. And the main purpose of the RTLion Framework is creating a framework for RTL-SDR and based on DVB-T receivers and supporting various features like spectral density visualization and frequency scanning remotely. This feature are provided on the web interface and accessible via RTLion Server or RTLion Android application. Okay, now let's closing here the software from my phone and tell you how to set up all these and how to set up all the dependencies need. Okay, let's open a new terminal here from here. Okay, the dependencies you need a PY RTL-SDR library. You need a lib RTL-SDR library. We need a Flask socket input-output library, and we need a Matplotlib library. Okay, this library must be installed for PY RTL-SDR to access RTL-SDR device. Okay, let's step by step. We need to install another libraries to make everything work correctly with you. I will simple all these steps step by step here. Okay, make sure first of all to make sudo apt get update. Okay. Okay, after that you need make sure to make sudo apt get y upgrade. So I will put the command here too. After that we make all when you make sure update, then after that you can reboot your Ubuntu, or you can still continue. If your Ubuntu version is old, you need to reboot your Ubuntu. Okay, after that we need to install Python 3.7. So by this command install. Okay, I will install it. After that, make sure to install Python 3.7 pipe. Okay. After that, make sure you install Python 3 with upgrade pipe. Okay. After that, make sure to install Python 3 -m pipe install numpy. After that, after you finish all this, you need to open terminal and install necessary Ubuntu dependencies. Another dependencies we need to install. Okay, I installing all these for me. You make sure to install sudo apt get install Python Matplotlib library. So make sure follow all these steps here, and make sure to install sudo apt install Python 3.7 minimal. Okay. After that, make sure to install sudo apt get install Python 3-tk. Okay, this, and follow all these steps. I will put all these steps in the description below. Okay, and install sudo apt install Python pipe, and pipe install Flask socket input output, and blah blah blah. Just follow all these. After that, we need to get the clone from the source of the RTLion. After finish all, just follow all the steps in my description. After that, you see I installed it already. After you install it, after you using this command get clone from HTTP from the RTLion Framework, you need to go into that directory. From here, you can find it here, RTLion. Here you need to open new terminal here. After you open new terminal, you need to use this command. Just follow my steps in description. Okay, to install the RTLion directory, and install all the package needed from here. Okay, after that you finish this step 12 in the description. You need to open a new terminal. You need to open a new terminal and finish 13. In step 13, you need to type Python 3, and after that you need to import Khanfar. You need to import. Just follow the step 13. After you import it, you close this terminal, and then going to step 14 to pipe install event tilt, and pipe install gevent, and sudo apt get install blah blah blah. After that, when you launch the step 15, just in step 15, you're just going to the RTLion directory and just open terminal here. and after you open the terminal here, or you can go in there by CD to that directory. Okay, after that just type Python 3.7 RTLion. Okay, after that okay, .py. Okay, I'm sorry. After that, in step 15, the server is, as you can see here, the starting the server, importing RTL-SDR modula, and the importing the Flask and socket IO. After that, as you can see here, the running server and this address HTTP 000 and the port 8081. Okay, now just open the Firefox web browser in your Ubuntu and type up this address with the port. As you can see here, the RTLion web page is going here up. So let's you can use this tool, Power Spectrum FFT Graph, from here. As you can see from here, this make this down. The device index is 0. As you can see, it's and again it's auto. Let's create FFT graph. Okay, let's disconnect, maybe because my phone is connected. Okay, because my phone is connected to that, let's want to close my phone. Okay, I'm sorry, because my phone was connected to that IP address and the port is busy. Okay, no problem. Let's go back. Let's go back here. After running the server by command Python 3.7 RTLion.py, just open your web browser to test the web browser connection, because everything is correct. And let's put the IP address from here. As we can see, the RTLion Framework page is pop up here. So let's test the Power Spectrum FFT Graph. Okay, let's put the center frequency. For example, I will put 101 megahertz, 101. After that, 6 zeros to make it in megahertz. Let's wait now. Let's create FFT graph. Just clicking here. As you can see here, RTLion started and creating FFT graph from sample. As you can see here, you can use any PC or laptop connected to the same Wi-Fi and you can run a Firefox web browser and put the local IP address of your server, the desktop PC server. To collect the local IP address, you can just by hitting here and going to wired connection and going to wired settings from here. After that, clicking here, and you can see you do IP address, IPv4 address. This IP address 192.168.10.103. It's your local PC IP address. So in different PC you can open web browser and put this IP address with after that put 2 dots and put the port. The port of the RTLion is 8081. This is the port 8081. Here, this is the port, as you can see from here. And right now we put 0000 port 8081 here because we are browsing in the server PC. If you are browsing in different PC, you just put the local IP address up with the port. Okay, clear? Okay, now let's stop here. You can moving here the frequency, the center of frequency. You can move the graph here. Okay, you can see from here. Okay, now let's stop. Let's going to another feature here. Let's going back. Okay, just testing the frequency scanner here. Okay, frequency scanner, as you can see the device index 0. If you have multiple devices, you can put like 1 or 2. If you hooking multiple devices, you can run multiple devices at the same time. The gain is auto. The minimum frequency, like you can put what you like. I will put 88 megahertz, 6 zeros to maximum to like 120 from 88 megahertz to 120 megahertz. You can select the sensitivity from here. Okay, let's try to run it from here. The scan result, as you can see here, it's scanning. As you can see, and the scan result is down. As you can see here, the setting update RTL device opened. The number of this RTL device 0 because I mean just this device. As you can see in the scan result here appearing here. Okay, now we are testing a web view from web browser in the PC that have hosting the server. As you can see here, this is a scan result. You can manage the sensitivity what you like, so you can limit the scan result as what you like. Okay, let's going back. Okay, now let's going to the Android phone part. Okay, now what you do in Android phone. Okay, just right now just open the Play Store and search for RTLion, and here's the application. Just install it. After that, open it and make sure you are connected at the same network, and you put the IP address of the same IP address from the host PC. From what I see from here, you can from wire setting, you can know what your local IP address. I am connected right now from my VMware workstation virtual machine. Okay, this is the IP. You just put the IP, and after that you need to put 8081, the port address. It's very important. After that, hit connect. After that, you can see the status is connected, and this IP address and the browser. It's give you information OS Android 10 and the current resolution of the screen. After that, you can just swipe your finger to the right, and you can put the device index. By default is 0, and the sample rate, you can adjust the sample rate. This is by default. And the device gain is auto, and just save setting, and just going swipe right, left. Okay, let's testing here from your phone. Just put the center frequency. I will put here this, as you can see, let's testing 88 megahertz. So center frequency 80, this 95, like 95 megahertz. 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros to make it 95 megahertz. Okay, now this is just hitting a create FFT graph. As you can see, the FFT graph is creating from your Android phone and local LAN, and you can adjust from here the center of the frequency. As you can see, you can adjust because I am recording and and streaming from my phone directly to the Ubuntu and recording. I have some lag here. Okay, after that you can hitting stop, and you can move your finger here, and you can testing the minimum frequency. Let's put the minimum frequency here like 88, 1 2 3 4 5 6. The maximum frequency, let's put it like 1 2 5 1 2 3 4 5 6. So from 88 megahertz to 125 megahertz. Let's start scanning. As you can see, let's start scanning here. It's 22%, 27, 33. As you can see here, it's putting the list down, and you can adjust the sensitivity here. It's I think it's in the middle here. It's 5. You can adjust the lower and higher sensitivity. As you can see, it's scanning. Okay, so as you can see here, you can scroll down and scroll up. Okay, that's it. This tool is a useful tool. You can test it with your Android device. It's good tool to figure with your Android device. You can launch it using. You can make your Raspberry Pi as a server, and you can hook it up to your router, the Raspberry Pi, and you can just using the RTLion. Okay, let's try to testing my Baofeng radio. Let's try to testing the frequency. Okay, you can test it because my radio have a low battery. You can test it yourself, and this tool is a good tool. And if you have any question, just follow my guide description below, step by step how to install all dependencies and how to run your server. Okay, this is Khanfar here, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Okay, for that 73, bye bye.